Welcome to the South Belgian Rally, the second round of the 2023 Kroon-Oil Belgian Rally Championship. 12 stages on the program today, on very fast and very flowing stages. South Belgian is one of the favourite rallies of most rally drivers in Belgium. It's only the third edition, and in a short time it has become a real crowd favourite. This is the man who scored the maximum points in the opening round, Maxime Petit. He finished second behind Frenchman William Wagner, who didn't score points for the Belgian Championship. And Petit is aiming for another podium finish here. And he starts off really well, setting the fastest time in the opening stage. Cedric Charin switched to the Hyundai i20 this season. Still learning the car, but that doesn't hinder him to have big ambitions. He really wants to go for the Belgian title this year. A steady opening run for Charin. Fourth time, 3 seconds down on Petit. Over 14 kilometers of the Vivi stage, that's not too bad. Gino Bux also switched to a new car this year, the Volkswagen Polo GTI R5, of course. Together with co-driver Anthony Bourdouis.
Et 60 mètres, épingle droite 8 et 3 pecs. Gauche 3 tard, pas corde. 60 mètres. Gauche 4, un peu tard, coupé tour. 50 mètres. Et gauche 5 dur, raté pylône.
Bux only loses 1.3 seconds in the opening stage. Adrian Furthermore, double Belgian champion, but very unfortunate in the opening round, crashing out. And that might cause some mental problems for Furthermore, together with co-driver Samuel Maillard. Still a fast opening stage for the Skoda driver, only 0.2 of a second behind Petit. He's clearly in it, Furthermore. Cedric De Checo with the Citroën C3 Rally 2 Cup. There is the opening round of the Belgian C3 Cup as well here in the South Belgian, with Petit and De Checo as the main favourites.
Gauche stop. Pour droite 32 dur, 8 mitard, mi-corde. 32 dur, 8 mitard, mi-corde. 50. À fond gauche un tard en 2 fois. Et ferme 155 moins au rail.
4 seconds down in the opening stage of Checo, and another C3 for the C3 Rally Cup. Niels Reinvoet in his first rally with this new car. The youngster has a lot to learn of the machine, of course. Not too bad in the opening stage, still conceding some 11 seconds. Small rain shower that went over the stages just before the start didn't help, of course. Bastien Rouart with the Hyundai i20 scored some important points in the opening round in Aspengouw. Wants to do better this time. A constant level of performance, that's what he is looking for. And Rouart is 6th after the opening stage. This is Benoit Verlinde, last year's winner of the Clio Trophy in his first rally with the Clio Rally 4.
Voor ons is het een eerste wedstrijd met
It's our first rally with the new car, the Clio Rally 4. We really have to get to know the car. We are still looking for the right setup, looking for confidence as well. This morning we started with the hard tires in the rain, and that did not help us. But we are making progress, step by step, little by little we're getting there. This is Tom Hendricks, a name that doesn't say you very much probably, but it's a half-brother of Thierry Neuville. He starts well in the RC4 category, leading junior as well. In the Mood M Cup, there is some spectacular driving as well, of course. Bjorn Six is in 4th after the opening loop of 4 stages. Loic Pirot, second with his M3 46 Compact. Leading is Brecht Hornet with this version of the E36 with that impressive rear wing. In the Stellantis Rally Cup, it's the opening round as well. And it's again a duel between German Myron Griebel and Austrian Julian Wagner. There's only 10 seconds between them after the opening loop. In the GT category, bad luck for the surprise of the opening round. Marvin RR has brake problems.
Aujourd'hui, ça s'est très bien passé dans la.
The first stage this morning went very well. We were really quick. But halfway through the second one, we lost the brakes. We tried to air the system and we started stage 3, but we lost all confidence. I mean, when you lose the brakes, I'm still driving, but not going flat out. So Romain Delay is now in front in the GT category. He's second on the slippery conditions. We don't have a feeling through the front of the car. It's very slippery and it's really hell to drive. We hope the stages will be dry so we can enjoy it, because we know that the car goes well in the dry. So fingers crossed that the stages will dry. Leading the GT category is Christophe Daco. It is nicely decorated Porsche 997. He has almost 45 seconds in hand. And this is Nicolas Stampard, who crashed heavily in the opening round.
Mijn gevoel was goed, maar het zijn heel.
I had a good feeling, but these are difficult circumstances. Everybody has started on slicks, but a sudden rainfall has made all 4 stages very wet. So we had to be careful, but try not to slow down too much. Our crash of the Haspengouw rally is still lingering in the back of our mind, and we would like to be at the finish here. But we had a good feeling. Jimmy Dunn at the start of his first rally of the year.
Ja, het gaat goed, hè?
Everything is going well. We were very careful in the first 2 stages, but stage 3 and 4 went very well. Why didn't you start in the Haspengouw? Well, it was my wife's 50th birthday and we went on holiday with the kids.
Dat was de reden.
Thibaut Mazouin stepping up to the Skoda Fabia Rally 2 Evo this year. He's in 11th after the opening loop together with co-driver Kevin Fernandez. And here's Tobias Bruls. Hasn't done a rally since the East Belgian of last year, but he's inside the top 10. He's in 9th.
70 mètres gauche à fond, sur droitier à fond, et 80 mètres droitier à fond, 120 mètres gauche à fond, et 100.
Dutchman Roger Hodenius is leading the Master Cup.
Ja, voelde thuiskomen. Dat is vorig jaar.
Yeah, feels like coming home. Last year, this was my first ever rally, so it's the first time I have driven the stages before, and that's nice. What's your goal today?
Amuseren.
I want to have fun, lots of fun, and that is working out well. The Randvoort is in 7th.
De 2 eerste proeven waren moeilijk.
The first 2 stages were difficult because of the rain, and stage 3 and 4 went better for me, and I think that during the second loop we will have more confidence, so to close the gap with the leaders. But this morning was very difficult. It's my first time here in this rally, and we didn't take any risk and did the stages at our own pace.
Tempo erin.
Bastien Roy making some small mistakes in the opening loop. He's in 6th after 4 stages, 35 seconds behind the leaders. Cedric Charin did 3 excellent stages, but 1 mistake in stage 2.
Aussi pour droite 25 moins, surtout pas corde et pas extérieur, hein. Avec droite à fond et 60 freins pour gauche 20 moins, 60 freins pour gauche 20 moins et 50 freins dans gauche 20 pour à gauche 33.
Dans la première spéciale, c'était pas mal.
The first stage was not bad. Stage 3 and 4 was okay as well, but we made a mistake in the second one. We are now 11 seconds behind, and we could have been fighting for the lead.
Un Liégeois ne meurt jamais.
But a bloke from Liège never gives up. And Gino Bux, he made exactly the same mistake as Cedric Charin, spinning in a hairpin.
Épingle gauche 7 remonte à Fex. Pour 80 mètres.
And Bux lost some time as well.
80 mètres, côté gauche 3 max.
Malheureusement, on a fait
Unfortunately, we spun in Le Hayon and we lost some 10 seconds. We could have maybe taken the lead at the end of the loop, but it's part of rallying. We made some small mistakes and this morning's conditions were very treacherous. We will take 10 seconds penalty because of a delay in service as well, so we are a bit further behind. We will do our best to come back.
on va faire en sorte de revenir.
Bux is in fourth. Adrian Furnimer is in third, 7.5 seconds behind the leaders.
Trois bonnes spéciales les premières.
The first 3 stages went well, and I had a bad rhythm in the last one. I lost 4 or 5 seconds, but no worries. We will try to rectify that and do better in the second loop. And a very good start of the rally for Cedric De Checo. He's in second with the C3 rally. He did a scratch, had some second times as well.
Dans gauche 154 bref mini, en grand frein piège pour gauche 23 cordes en 2 fois à fond. Dans droitier 70 à fond droite 155 mi-cordes.
Ouais, génial, on a fait une super.
It went fantastic in this first loop. We had a scratch, 1 second time and twice a fourth. We are now second overall. We drove well in a good rhythm with lots of confidence. We did the right tyre choices as well, so I'm pretty happy. But I know the rally has only just started and there's 2 more loops to go. But I've been waiting a long time for such a good start and now it's there.
Et là, on y est là.
Leading the rally is Maxime Potti, the man who took the maximum of points at the Aspengouw. He's now heading for a maximum of points as well.
Part mieux encore que l'Aspengouw parce qu'ici on rentre.
We even had a better start than in the Aspengouw, for we are leading now after the first loop. We know the level is high and I didn't expect this. We will try to continue like this, but the gaps in the stages are very small, so we'll see. We are also competing in the C3 Cup, so we will try not to make any mistakes, try to score points and have fun above all.
Et d'essayer de marquer des points et de se faire plaisir avant tout.
And these are the standings after the opening loop. Potti is leading with 4 seconds in hand over the Checo, then Furnimer. Bux in 4th, Charan 5th, followed by Ruar, Rainwood, Hodenius, Bruls in 9th, and Christophe Dacco in 10th. That's the end of the first part. See you after the break. Back in the South Belgian Rally, the second round of the Kroon-Oil Belgian Rally Championship 2023. Benoit Verlinde is in second in the junior category with his new Clio Rally 4. He's some 35 seconds behind this man, Tom Hendricks, at the wheel of his Opel Corsa Rally 4.
J'aime beaucoup les passages.
I really like the stages when it's wet and slippery, and I think this helps a lot in this rally.
Pour cette rallye.
Frankie Boulat, second in the Mood M Cup for the BMWs.
Deze morgen was het nat.
This morning in the wet, it didn't go that well for me. I prefer dry stages. I can set good times in the dry, but in the wet it's more difficult for me. Leading the M Cup is Loic Pirot, which is M3 Compact.
Maintenant, je suis pas en tête avec une.
I'm not leading by a big margin. There's only 8 seconds in it, and we have been fighting hard since this morning. We just changed our tower choice. I hope it works out better, for the previous one was not ideal. We will try to open up a gap, but everyone is going fast. In the Stellantis Cup, it's still between Griebel and Wagner. Good fight between the two Peugeot 208 Rally 4 competitors. It's Griebel still leading now, 14 seconds in hand over his Austrian colleague. In the GT category, Arar is slowly gaining confidence, but he's still in third. Delay is trying to edge closer to leader Christophe Dacco, but that's not easy. 4 stages to go. There's still 23 seconds in it.
Droitier en frein. Oh, 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 oh. Voilà, prêt, voilà. Oh putain, ouais. Ah, vas-y, vas-y, vas-y. Et droit gauche 41, 10.
And you saw the traces of an off. More on that later. Christophe Dacco still leading in these slippery conditions. And this is the man that went off, Gino Bux, and that's a retirement for the Polo driver.
Voilà, la correction.
Our gravel crew had made a correction in the notes that there was a lot of standing water,
Elle est,
but it was a long note, and by the time I heard it, I was already at the water. And at 200 kilometers an hour, it's very difficult to keep it on the
C'est un
roads.
peu compliqué de s'en sortir vivant.
That means that this Emil Breitmeier is now up to 13th. He's a Skoda Fabia. And Thibaut Mazin is just ahead of him in 12th.
Compliqué pour nous.
It's difficult for us. We made the wrong tyre choice in the first loop and in the second loop as well. So we will try to get it right now to finish with some good performances. This Renwood is in 6th. Steadily getting to the front.
En rechtsaf die kopiëren laat. 80. Rechtsaf vol, linksaf vol lang. En linksaf vol.
De proeven
The stages were pretty dry, but because of the mud, there were some treacherous conditions still. And left and right, there was still some water on the stages as well. But the gravel crew did its job. It's important to have them here. Bastien Roy up to 5th, 55 seconds behind the leaders.
Si ça fonctionne bien,
Everything is going well now. This morning we attacked a bit too hard maybe on the greasy bits. I made some mistakes, and now we are getting closer to the stage times of the leaders. We just finished 3rd in 2 stages, so that's a positive.
très positif. Ouais.
Adrian Fournemont is trying to hang on to the leaders, but he's 28 seconds behind after 2 loops.
Je suis sorti de la route à l'Aspengo.
There was that crash in Aspengouw, and I don't wait to make another mistake.
Je sens bien que j'arrive pas.
I feel I can't take the next step on the stages. It's like that. Sometimes you have to listen to your body, and that's the way it is today.
Voilà, voilà, c'est comme ça pour aujourd'hui. C'est bien
We'll
terminé,
try
c'est une
to
bonne
finish on
note
a
pour
high in the
la
final 4
saison.
stages. We just changed the setup of the car,
On va essayer de
and we will
s'amuser
try
un
to
peu
have
plus,
more
ça
fun. And I
fonctionne
think it will go better if you have more fun. Cedric Charin fighting hard to get to the front.
32 points, corde léger humide. Dans droite bas de sac, à fond. Droite bas de sac, à fond. 100 mètres, léger frein pour droite bas de sac, court titre. Droite bas de sac, court titre. 150, frein dans le droitier, pour gauche.
C'était pas mal. On commence à...
Not too bad. We're getting in the right rhythm, but unfortunately in the long one we lose too much. I did not think it would be that much, but we lack some grip on the greasy bits, so we changed the setup again to try and get closer to the first position.
Essayer de se rapprocher de la première place.
Cedric Checo was doing an excellent rally, even gaining 4 seconds in the final stage of the second loop. But then disaster happened. He was caught speeding on the road section, lost his driver's license, and that was the end of the rally for him. A sad end to an excellent rally for Cedric Checo and Jérôme Humblet.
À la route et 200 mètres.
En sortant de la spéciale, on a.
When we get out of the stage, we did some kilometers on the road section following Cedric Charin, only a couple of meters behind. And apparently we were caught speeding in 2 portions where the maximum speed went from 70 to 50. I admit I didn't see it. I was a bit euphoric by the time of the last stage, and I was thinking there were still 4 stages left to try and win this rally. It takes so much time and energy to be able to compete in these rallies that when it goes well, you try to enjoy it to the max. So I was probably a bit too euphoric after my good time in the stage, and I did not look at my speedometer.
Probablement que mon attention n'a pas été attirée sur mon compteur kilométrique.
That means that Maxime Petit now has 14 seconds in hand over Cedric Charin. It's a comfortable lead for the Citroën C3 driver.
Ça a commencé très bien, puis on continue comme.
It started well, then we continue like we did in the first loop by setting some good stage times. And here we are, still in the lead after the second loop with 14 seconds in hand over Cedric. These are the standings with the Checo still officially in the rally here, but he would be taken out after this. So Potti leading from Charin, then Fournemont, Rouard, Rainwood, Hodenius, Bruce, Daco and Romain Delay. The final loop of 4 stages then. In the historic category, the win went to Sebastian Incardona. An emphatic win, almost 6 minutes ahead of the second one at the wheel of his Ford Escort Mark II. Tom Hendricks was the better of the juniors. with 54 seconds in hand over Verlinde. The Master Cup went to Roger Hodenius, emphatically beating the competition. The Moodam Cup went to Frankie Bula when Pirot had some issues in the final loop. The Stellantis Cup for Marion Griebel, a deserved win, dominating from start to finish. And the GT category eventually went to Romain Delay when Christophe Daco had an issue in the final stage.
Droite 10 et frein. Droite 10 et frein pour un gauche 10, 4 aille en frein. Gauche 10, 4 aille en frein pour gauche 41. Gauche 41 sur un droite 40, pas corde. Et 3 et direct sommet droite 10 pour gauche 15, rigole et frein.
To the overall standings then, with Niels Reindwood finishing in 5th.
Direct links 28 snel. Om rechts 18. Om links 15. Om rechts 25. Goed. Om links 10 goed. En links 25, 50. En rechts 25 goed opent. En 150. Links 18 goed voor blauw.
And that's also a second place in the C3 Rally 2 Cup. Very good start of the season for Reindwood. Bastien Rouard eventually finishes in 4th, and Adrian Furnemont takes the point of 3rd. Maybe he expected better, but it's a good result after the mishaps of Haspengouw. Cedric Charrin got really close in the end, only 10 seconds separating him from the win.
On finit à 10 secondes.
We finished 10 seconds behind, so I pay for my spin this morning, where we lose 7, 8, 9 seconds maybe. After the second loop, we were 21 seconds behind, and we finished 10 behind, so I don't think I can do much more. The man of the rally was Maxime Petit, together with co-driver Renaud Herman, leading from start to finish. And it's the maximum points for Potty after 2 rounds in the Kroon-Oil BRC.
C'est vraiment une victoire.
It's a good win, with the stages having more rhythm, being faster than Haspengouw as well. I thought we would be in the top 3, but we had a better start than expected, setting some fastest times as well, and so we were able to win. And these are the final results of the 3rd edition of the South Belgian Rally, with Maxime Petit winning it from Cedric Charrin, Adrian Furnemont in 3rd, Bastien Rouard and Niels Reindwood complete the top 5. And these are the standings after round 2. 50 points for Maxime Petit, 36 for Charrin, and Bastien Rouard up to 3rd. Gino Bux, Adrian Furnemont and Cedric Checo have work to do. That was it from the South Belgian Rally. Next up is a new round to Rally des Ardennes on April 1st. See you then.